Hi, today I have the pleasure of visiting Storebrand, and with me here I have Aleksander Nyland, who is head of customer and process optimization.
Hi, Evan.
Hi, Aleksander. Could you first tell me a little bit about Storebrand as an enterprise?
Yeah, Storebrand is a Nordic financial institution. We have more than a 250 years old history, and we were actually the first insurance company in Norway. So it's a little bit about us.
Can you let us know a little bit about what people do in your department?
Yes, my department do a variety of tasks, from customer service, taking inbound calls, emails, chat, to more insurance-related tasks for underwriting. So we do risk assessment and pricing on individual private insurances. And I also are responsible for some outsourcing that we do and partner of our customer center.
So, what role do you think AI will have within the insurance and banking industry in the future to come?
I'm quite sure it will have a significant role. Today we are sort of scratching the surface on some specific processes, but I feel very, very confident that they will be a significant part of a customer service agent that can have some AIs that will assist them during their workday to structure data, do resumes, maybe create letters, other back office tasks. And also I think it would be a huge tool for us in case of doing reviews on cases and sales processes, for instance.
Great. So let's talk a little bit about the implementation phase of our project. What were the key factors of choosing the right solution?
For us, it was much about finding the right tool and with the right flexibility, because a lot of our processes are based on unstructured data. We get incoming tasks, both on email, chat, on forms, etc. And we were keen to find the right technology to sort of cope with all those different scopes. And that's where we found the AI with the Simplifai to be a great fit. And also as a financial institution, compliance and rules and regulations are a key factor in our business. So protecting our customer data and be aware that we need to be within the regulations of the GDPR also was a key factor.
So did you consider other alternatives?
Yes, we did, absolutely. But yeah, I think you know what the outcome was.
So I do, and fortunately we're sitting here right now. But can you tell us a little bit about what were the key factors that made you decide to use Simplifai as a partner?
There were several things. The technology for once, and also the compliance side. I feel that that was something that you convinced us on quite early, that you had put the rules and regulations and compliance first, and you wanted to make us feel confident that our customer data was protected. And also I think that you did a good job with sort of giving us the knowledge to understand what the technology was capable of. So, and also it wasn't this benefit for you that you were a Norwegian company just located down the street. That was also something that we found interesting, that we could be supportive of a Norwegian tech company. So.
What was the success criteria for this with regards to the degree of automation percentage, and how did the solution perform?
So we agreed that for the first process we will have 50% automation on the total volume. Then we had some bumps in the beginning of the project. But after we had done some more training and gotten the right APIs to do the tasks that we would like to perform, we quite fast saw that we could increase that automation level quite significant. So we choose to invest a couple of more weeks in the project. And when we went live, we had about 75% automation, and it's been steady on that level ever since. So that's very good. We're very confident and happy with that.
That's good to hear. And as far as I've been told, you are actually expecting it to perform even higher?
Yes, we are. That's mainly because we are trying to standardize the forms for sending terminations between insurance companies when a customer chooses to have another vendor. So we think that once we get the same format from all the major players, we will increase the automation to about 90%, and that will be a huge thing for us. Yeah. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, with regards to outcomes and the future, what values did the solution provide in the first process here?
The first process is something that we have tried to automate before, but it was still a lot of agents involved in that process with structuring data from our previous bot. Now with Simplifai, it runs simultaneously all by itself, 24 hours every day. So by now we are reduced the overhead with around 8 FTEs. So that's quite significant for us. So I'm really happy with that.
And how will the solution affect customer satisfaction, in your opinion?
I think it will be very positive for our customers' feelings regarding Storebrand and the way that we are handling them when they actually choose to leave us. If we make that process seamless and give them the good farewell, I think that there's a much higher chance that they will choose us again when they want to have a new look at their insurances. So I think it's really important in all aspects of treating your customers with trying to deliver at your very best. So, yeah.
You have decided upon 6 new processes as well after this first one. Do you see that you will be able to reap these kind of benefits in those other processes as well?
Yeah, I think it will vary a bit. I think we started out with the most challenging one with the highest volume and the highest overhead. But it will be significant gains on all of them. And in total, I expect us to have around 20-25% FTEs after all projects are done. And what's cool about it is I think that the customer will not notice much, except that they will get much quicker responses from us and experience less sort of issues. So we will have our portfolio of data and flows up to date at all time and reduce our queues and backlogs. So I think that will be a great benefit.
Sounds fantastic. I also know that you identified some other value parameters as well, and not only cost savings. Could you let us in on a little bit of that?
Absolutely. Historically, we have sort of been focused on processing cases as rapidly as we could. But with the new technology, we have sort of shift our focus a bit, and now we are looking into how we can also have gains and create leads for our sales teams into the service processes. So we're going from just sort of handling every case as quick as possible to sort of turn it around and see how we can actually create more business from the service process. So that's quite exciting. Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. And you've told me a little bit about the future potential that you have considered with the technology that is being developed right now.
Yeah, I think you're trying to have me talk about the GPT factor also.
Maybe.
And yes, we are hoping that you will release GPT on the platform this spring. And for written sort of communication with customer, I think it will be a great tool for us. One is to provide the quicker answers, but also to be more unique to each customer. You can, with GPT, you can much easier sort of cater for a customer that has a more graphic way of writing, and at the same time you can be really accurate to the accountant that writes in. Someone wants the correct answer with a few words. So that's something I think that we are struggling with as operators or within customer service, that we have our own style of writing, and we stick with that. But with GPT, I think we can be more individually in our response.
So to my final question, to other companies that consider implementing AI projects, do you have any advice?
Yeah, get started for once. I think that once you get started, you learn about the technology much more, and you realize the potential. So it didn't take us very long before we went to 1 project to 6 projects. So that's one thing, and be aware of your data and access to data. That's really key. And the last thing I would say is that include people that knows the process and works within in a operation from day to day. They know all the quirky things in each process, so have them on board early on so you can move on to production quickly. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. And with those inspiring words, thank you for watching, and goodbye here from Storebrand Studios.